Good morning, children, and welcome back to our online class. Right? Okay. Today we are going to start our new chapter. That is chapter number 5, plants in the surrounding. Now, when we talk about plants in the surrounding, first of all, what comes to our mind? What is surrounding? Right? So, surrounding is anything which we see around us. Okay, maybe all the living things or even the non-living things, right? And when we are talking about plants in our surrounding, we are talking about the living things, plant which we see around our area, nearby us. That is known as surrounding. Surrounding means what? All those living and non-living which we see around us, nearby us. Right, children? It may be living thing or maybe non-living thing, both. Right? Okay. Now, let us start with this chapter. And in this chapter, we are going to learn about the parts of the plant, structure and the functions of all the parts of the plants. Next, structure of a seed. How these plants are grown with the help of these seeds. We'll talk about that. Seeds also. Next, kinds of seeds. There are different kinds of seeds that also we'll know in this chapter. Next, germination. How the plants are grown. That process is known as what? Germination. Next, care for the plants. How we should take care of this living thing, plant. Right? Okay. So first of all, your class 3 science. Today's date 04/09/2020. New chapter number 5, plants in the surrounding. Plants in the surroundings. Chapter number 5, plants in the surroundings. Right, children? Okay. So, let us go through our chapter now. Right? Okay. Plants are one of the most important living things. Now, this is very important point that plants are one of the most important living thing which also supports life to the human beings. If there is no plant, we human beings would not get oxygen, and without oxygen, we human beings are unable to sustain our life. We will be dead without the oxygen. So who gives us oxygen to us? The plants. It is the plant who gives oxygen to us. Right? Okay. Plants are one of the most important living things. They provide us with what? Food as well as oxygen to breathe. What? They provide us what? Food to eat and sustain our life, as well as they give us oxygen to breathe. If we don't breathe, we will be able to live? No. We will be dying. We will be dead. Yes or no? So, that's why we say that plants are one of the most important living things. Right, children? Okay. It is necessary to know about plants and how we should take care of them. Now, when we know about these plants, then only we will be protecting or taking care of these plants very carefully. Right, children? So, by this chapter, your plants in the surrounding, we are going to learn about the plants and the benefits of taking care of plants and why we should take care of plants. Right? So, let us start. Point number 1 says that parts of a plant, structure and function. First of all, we'll talk about the parts of the plants. Okay. The above part of the ground is called the shoot. It consists of the stem, leaves, buds, flowers and the fruits. A bud is a young flower that has not yet opened up. Right, children? So how many parts are there? There are two parts, root and shoot. Okay, there are two parts of the plant, that is number one shoot, number two root. Shoot is grown above the ground and root is grown under the ground. Okay, root we cannot see. Why? Because they are under the ground. The ground level is there, and whichever part we see above the ground, that is your shoot, and whichever parts are under the ground, that is your root. Right, children? Okay. Now, when we talk about shoot, what is it? The above part of the ground is called the shoot, and it consists of stem, leaves, buds, flowers, and the fruits. Now, when we talk about bud, what is bud? A bud is a young flower that has not yet opened. It is just the growing process of that fruit or the flower, that is known as bud. Okay, it is the baby of the flower or the fruits. Right, children? Okay. And the part which is below the ground is called the root. As I have already told you, the part which we see of the plant, that are what? Shoot, because they are above the ground. Like if we see the leaves, if we see the stem, if we see the flower, if we see the stem, that is what? These all are shoot. But when we talk about root, we cannot see them. Why? Because they are present under the ground. Alright, children? Okay. That's why we say that the part which is below the ground, it is called root. Okay? Alright. Now, once again the definition is given here. Let us read that. Root. The part of a plant that grows below the ground is called the root, and the part of the plant that grows above the ground is called the shoot, which includes the stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits. Now, see here, I'll show you one picture of this flower, right? This is a picture of flower. See, all whatever you can see above this is a ground level, right? Now, above this, whatever you see, the stem, the fruits, the leaves, the bud, and the flower, these all are what? A shoot. And whatever is under this ground, you can see these roots. These are under the ground, right, children? So that's why this is known as your root. Right? Okay. Now, let us learn more about the different parts of the plants and their function. Right? Now, what we will do, we will learn about the different parts of the plants as well as their function. What is the work of those parts of the plant? Okay, number one, fruit. Number one, we will talk about the fruit. Most fruit contains the seed. Most fruit, yes. Whenever we eat any fruit, what we get? We get the seeds inside them. Yes or no, children? What we get? We get the seed. Right? Now, a fruit may have one, few, or many seeds. That fruit, whatever we eat, either they have one seed or few seeds or many seeds. Like mango has only one seed. Mango has only one seed inside it, right? Apple and orange, they have few seeds inside them. We can see few seeds which are inside them, right? Next, when you talk about papaya, tomato, and watermelon, how many seeds we can see? Many. We can see many seeds. That's why we say that fruits may have one, few, or many seeds inside them, right? We completed the fruits. Now let us talk about the leaf. Leaves differ in shape and size. All the plant's leaves are not same. They are different in shape as well as their size also. They are generally green in color. All the plants, they are green in color. Why? Because they have chlorophyll in them, right? They need to prepare the food, so they are seen green in color. Like they are generally green in color. The food for the plant is prepared inside the leaves in the presence of sunlight, air, and water. These leaves, they are green in color. Why? Because they are the food factory of the plant. They prepare the food which the plants need it. And they prepare the food how? In the presence of sunlight, air, and water. With the help of this thing and with chlorophyll also, these leaves they prepare the food for themselves as well as for ourselves, and also for the living things like animals. They also feed upon what? They also feed upon the plants. Right, children? Next we talk about flower. Flowers forms the fruit. First of all, the flowers are there, bud. Then that bud will grow and become a flower, and that flower will become a fruit. That's why we say that flowers forms the fruit. Right? Got it? Okay. Next, stem. We talk about the stem. Stem gives support to the plant. It carries water and the food to all the other parts of the plant. Now, stem. If there is no stem, will the tree or will a plant be able to stand erect? No. It is the stem which is giving support to the plants. And it also carries the food and water to all the different parts of the plant. Yes, the leaves is preparing the food. Yes, I will say no, it is false. No, I will say that yes, it is the leaf who prepares or who makes the food for the plant, but it is the stem who transports this food and water to all the different parts of the plants. Right, children? Okay. Last we talk about the root. Roots are usually found under the ground, okay, or below the ground, and roots fix the plant to the soil. It is the root which is holding the plant with the ground, and it is the stem which is erect and giving support to the plant. Right? That root, when they are under the ground, they catch the mud, okay, they catch the ground so that the tree or the plant is standing. Right? Otherwise, when the air comes, they are blown away here and there. It is the root which are fixed to the plant, to the soil. They take in waters and nutrients from the soil. Whatever we know that nutrients as well as waters are found under the ground, so it is the duty of the roots to take the waters and the nutrients from the soil. Also, it helps in the process of this transporting food for the plants also from the soil. Right? So I hope for today it will be enough for you. So in the next class we will be talking about the roots and different types of roots as well as the functions of roots. Alright, children? Okay. Thank you.